Hello there, fellow NPCs. I'm Scythe, and today we're going back to Chasing Sunsets. Mallory tricked us, well, tricked Jay at least, into making out with me in front of her. So now my mom clone knows that I'm making out and having some sort of relationship with my not sister. Yeah, that's just the beginning of this shit show. Oh, it's gonna be tricky finding out how this carousel is going to go. Oh, yeah, I am very tired, but I have to know more. You know, it's almost midnight right now. So yeah, let's go to Nesbitt Residence at Tikahawa Beach after midnight. Let's go. Is that Lisa? In the middle of the night, Mallory stirs as the effects of the liquor begin to fade. Ah, Mallory. I'd be better off at the hospital with you and far away from the evil tequila, Peanut. Moments pass without a response. Peanut? Where did you? Mallory steps into the hallway and listens for sounds of activity, but the house is dark and silent. God, I hope she hasn't run off. On the verge of going downstairs to continue her search, she notices the door to your room ajar. Quietly, she peers into the dim room and gasps in shock. Exactly what is she seeing here? Peanut! Get the fuck out of there! Oblivious to the inappropriateness of the situation, Amanda stares at you as if hypnotized. Peanut! Incredulously, Amanda holds her fingers apart approximately your length. You can't be in here! Ignoring her protest, she points at your dick and makes an exaggerated I hate out face. Get out now! Mallory cringes at the harshness of her hissing demand for fear of waking you up. Dude! Unfazed, Amanda returns to inspecting you, wrapping her fingers around your girth. With a shocked face, Peanut Booter displays her measurement to her panicking friend. That's it. Come here, you shit! Amanda holds her finger up to her lips in a mocking shoosh as Mallory gingerly approaches the bed. We need to have a serious talk about boundaries. Mallory reaches for Amanda's ankle only to grasp thin air. Oh my god, why is it standing right up? It's a fucking telephone post. Playfully, Amanda tiptoes around the foot of the bed and out of reach. Is she doing this to make me go with Mallory? Now you're a velociraptor in panties. Cool. Sitting saucily next to you, Amanda's shoulders shake with a repressing giggling. Mallory approaches Amanda again with an exasperated look on her face. I'm starting to think I like the old Peanut better. Oh no. No. Keep your hands off of me. With raised eyebrows, Amanda reaches back with her clear intention on grabbing your cock again. No! That doesn't happen. It would have made more sense if you just slapped it. And that I would be screaming in pain. That would make much more sense. But it seems that Amanda is a fucking evil genius. And she knows how to play people. Mallory tries to grab her friend again, only for her to slip deftly through her arms to the foot of the bed. Well, what time is it? Shocked at the sound of your voice, Mallory turns to look at you in horror. And then she realizes what she is holding on to. It's 2 o'clock. Kind of feeling like high noon at the moment. Why are you so cool? Okay, yeah, you do have some kind of relationship. Haha, I see what you did there. As if realizing how off balance she sounds, Mallory quickly tries to regain her footing. I mean, I was just doing research. For a story. Your research involves my junk? It sounds really weird when you say it like that. Not gonna lie. I'll just be going. Mary releases your dick like it's a hot coal, and looks prepared to bolt. Let her go. Mary stands up awkwardly and moves toward the door. So, did your investigation turn up hard news? Asking for a friend. She stops and glares at you. That's not funny. It's a little funny. Seriously, how does your brain even function with all of your blood in one spot? It's my superpower. With one final look of mixed lust and frustration, Mallory leaves in a fluster. Oh, -2. Ah! Okay, close the... Boom! No, but she's gone. Door on the way out. After she's gone, you close your eye and stretch your legs. I don't want to play into it, but I kind of need to know what's going to happen if we stop her. Mallory gives you a confused look as you grasp her wrist. Stay. No, that's not what I wanted. No. There we go. After she's gone, you close your eyes and stretch your legs. Almost imperceptible escape noises. Now, what am I supposed to do with this? Ah, that was end of chapter 5. Mallory gives you the benefit of the doubt. 21 out of 33. Oh. Mallory tolerates you because she has to. That sounds harsh. Is there nothing in between? Between her loving me and this? She tolerates me because she has to. That's rude. Oh damn! We are maxed out here. Yates trusts you implicitly, even when you disagree. Her intense love for you is rekindled, as brother or lover. How about both? Both is good. Chapter 6. Downtime. Roxbury Arms Apartments. Roxbury Arms Apartments. Boston, MA. 3 years ago. Another memory? 23 Dorchester Avenue. This is the place. Ah, no. They are not looking for that place to start their business in. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but this wasn't it. Apartment 701. Oh. Sarah knocks on the peeling door earnestly. Chris, this is Sarah from Polygene. I heard you mean sick, so I wanted to check up on you. She pauses and listens for any signs of life from within. If you are comfortable talking to Annette, my door is always open. Lisa's too. Shut the fuck up, lady! Score your meth somewhere else! Some of us are trying to sleep here! It's not like I'm screaming. Fuck. Why did it have to be her? It's a company apartment on Fayette Street. I'm sliding the details under the door. It's free, if you need a place to stay for a while. No questions asked. We just like to know you're safe. Call that number if you need anything at all. Shit, if I'm on a radar, I've been made. There's no going back. No questions asked though. Maybe I could stay for just a few days. He sighs heavily as Sarah's footsteps fade away the tenant hallway. An agitated note creeping into his uncle's voice snaps Christian back to the present. This case has bigger problems now, possibly of the criminal variety. Criminal, as it pertains to a civil lawsuit? Things are getting real complicated, and Ground Zero is that shitty little island. That's why Vince is here. He's an observer acting on the behalf of Pricer interests. But why? The kids are just running errands for Worthwent, and the campus is a ghost town. The only one who seems to think things are getting complicated is... the client. Sebastian looks uncomfortable and changes the subject. Let's all just stay in our lanes. Continue to babysit Polygen and document activity. Now, if there are no more questions, kindly give me my nephew and I the room. Sebastian reviews some papers on his desk as the other two men grudgingly depart. How's case prep coming, Chris? How do you think? You set me up to fail. Instead of rebuking Christian, the older man looks apprehensive. I'm beginning to think we all were. What's got your hackles up? Law isn't called the second oldest profession for nothing. Tell me, Chris, what's your take on Vince? Reminds me of Dad. Same monster inside, but with more self-control. Indeed. I believe Pricer is playing their side game, and I don't like it. Oh, right. For a second there, I thought you were Pricer. No, you're just a law firm representing Pricer. Right. The reporters who broke the story on our judge's text reached out to us for comments. That's what they're paid to do. Just like we're paid to say no comments. Judge Bear's ex-wife leaked them, and she turned up dead the next day. Oh. Yeah. That was stupid. And you think this guy had something to do with it? He was there the day we briefed Roger on the leak, and she died the following day. So you think he's here to pull the same tricks with the lawsuit? At first I did, yes, but our client seems to be far more distracted by someone else at the moment. Mallory. Tell me about this new gal you saw the Campbell boy with. Seen her somewhere before. She doesn't carry herself like a scientist or lawyer, though. She's a journalist, and Roger asked me to misplace any discovery with her name on it. I don't understand how she could be relevant to discover on this case at all. She features heavily in the files of Dr. Campbell's research partner, conveniently also deceased. Devin Chapman was in your first case for Pricer defending allegations he dabbled in eugenics. Ah, yeah, Crucible would be seen as eugenics. Ah, that's fucking true. Oh, man. Yes, a victory that rings hollow now that I learned this girl may be the genetic copy of the late Dr. Campbell. How the fuck did you know that already? Is that because of Vince? Did Vince figure that out for you? Now you see. A pregnant recall could cost billions, but unsanctioned research could end the company. Shit. So, what's our play? For now we play dumb and hope opposing counsel doesn't notice a few missing files. But we'll need to be ready to drop Pricer like a bad habit if this goes pear-shaped. Seb, how did it happen? How did what happen, son? How did Judge Bear's ex-wife die? Car accident, I think. You just focus on case prep. Like our parents. I'll forward those files to your burner account. Call me if Vince goes off the reservation. The screen goes blank, leaving Christian with more questions than answers. And I'm trying to see if Vince is there in the background, but it doesn't seem to be. Fuck. There he is! Lost in thought, Christian doesn't notice one of the problems sitting quietly in the lobby. A wise man once said, sometimes the best decisions are the ones that are made for you. Cool story, bro. Maybe I'll get it framed. You didn't like me from the get-go, which has me wondering how we got off on the wrong foot. Maybe that's just how I feel about everyone. Maybe. Yeah, you worked for Miss Campbell before she died, am I right? You know why I was there. Now if you don't mind, I'd like to catch the ass end of happy hour. If memory serves, you weren't compromised at Polygene. You quit. Why is that, I wonder? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you developed a soft spot for your mark. Nah, that'd be as stupid as running the same playbook on 2 consecutive hits. Oh, wow. You're really saying that to him. That it's as stupid as running the same playbook on 2 consecutive hits. The barest hint of a smile betrays Sabine's delight. So we do understand each other. That's good. Run along now, while I think about how this is going to feel. What, winning the Try Hard Tourist Shirt Award? Killing the same woman twice. The Nesbitt Beach House, Tunaloo Beach. You awaken to the sound of birds chirping and the faint sound of dining downstairs. Morning already. Ugh, weird wake-up call last night. Mallory grabbed my drink, but seemed sincerely caught off balance when I woke up. Either way, we probably need to talk about us and get this sorted out. Returning to her room, Mallory finds Amanda tapping away on her New England Globe laptop. Right, and because Amanda is a fucking super genius now, she's going to be the one who stops Vince in the end. And this is where you lecture me about last night. You made me look like a cock-thirsty stalker. A miscalculation, I will admit. I can't believe you. What were you thinking? I was thinking that you need to get laid. I do, but not like that. Clearly you have had a change of heart since you met Kurt. It's not that. Every time we get close to taking it to the next level, something goes wrong. But it could have gone so right last night. You have to get out of your own way, girl. So why are you using my laptop? I was connecting data points. I also see that you have a copy of Sarah's files on the flash drive. Of course. I was the one who found them to begin with. Does Kurt know you have retained a copy of them? I've been working on solving the Sarah puzzle. I wanted to surprise him. I have committed the relevant facts to memory, and may be able to help you if you are more specific. Sarah knew the test results of Pregnia were manipulated, but she never figured out how. Because she did not have Devon's files, which fortunately you had the foresight to scan. Oh my god, you snoop! A quality my treatment happily left unchanged. Those files were necessary to see the correlation. I'm confused. What correlation? Devon was in charge of the Pregnia test regimen. He knew the drug was ineffective. So... Remember his notation about being so short on the OVA that he relied on a donor from the team? OVA or OVA? OVA, because it was small letters. Vaguely. It indicates that he produced 3 pregnancies from previously infertile women with Pregnia. The follow-up report suggests that 2 of them miscarried. Wait, are you saying that he has replaced the trial patient's egg with a donor's? Yes, and given his obsession with Dr. Campbell and her passion for the project, she is the likely donor. Oh god. This is a breakthrough, yet you do not seem pleased. Maria stares at Amanda in shock. I need to figure... I'm confused now. I'm reading these characters in character, so don't grasp everything. And it's in the middle of the night. I think I know who the third child is. As you enter the workout room, you run into a flushed and sweaty Bianca making for the door. Morning, sunshine! Since y'all moved in, this little Jim's been getting a workout. It's been nice to use equipment that isn't rocking with the boat. This your usual time? For working out, I mean? I guess. Good to know. See you tomorrow then. Bianca saunters off with a saucy, exaggerated swing in her hips. Always loved cougar country. Keep your eye on the prize, Kurtz. Keep your eyes on the prize. Gonna have to nip that in the bud before I get myself in trouble. Speaking of trouble, inspecting the gym, your heart sinks when you lock eye with Chef Tanaka exercising on the map. So, the fuckboy does work out. I just couldn't noodle how you could be so fit and lazy. How exactly do you think I've been spending my time here? Sipping mojitos on the beach? Doing fuckboy things? Stalking girls with low self-esteem? Waxing your chest hair? God damn, she hates me! Tell me again why you're still here. Doesn't the yacht situation release you from your contract? I'll leave when George tells me to. Now you're gonna work out or keep fucking with my son. Relieved to end the conversation, you find an empty mat and begin stretching. I met friendly Taliban. What's crawled up her ass? As your warm-up progresses, you notice Tanaka taking deep breaths with her eyes closed. She'd be a lot more tolerable if you just meditated all the time. As your stiff muscle begins to limber up, you begin a second set of stretches. As you finish your warm-up, you can still feel a black lingering ball of tension in your gut. A little time on the punching bag will work out a little aggression out. You start small with tentative jabs, and then begins working on combination punches and kicks. Given an open conduit, the anger you've been repressing for weeks surges forth. Unnoticed nearby, Tanaka opens an inquisitive eye. Mom and Dad didn't just die. You were fucking killed. Muted anger becomes naked rage and spreads like a morphine drip through your body. Now you're just fucking off in the goddamn tourist trap waiting for word from the cops. As your frustration and fury rise, your knuckles begin to bruise and then bleed unnoticed. Already? And now that skeezy piece of shit Christian Mendes shows up. Your bitter punches intensify as the blood begins to mark the canvas. On top of it, George and Lisa keeps trying to stuff me into a suit that'll never fit me. Stop. You throw another punch but miss the bag entirely out of distraction. Krav Maga, a fuckboy technique if there ever was one. All offense, no artistry. Dude, Krav Maga is badass. Not just because it is... I don't know a lot about it, but it isn't like to be designed to be by the people, and then it was just adapted by the military or something like that. You barely suppress the urge to throw the next punch at her, and force yourself to be civil. The best defense is a good offense. Defense wins games. It's gonna be a battle of philosophies. Gross. In football, maybe. Oh boy, how many fights, real fights, have you been in? 2 or 3? Why? Standing fights only happen on TV. In the real world, you almost always end up on the ground. So, what's your point? Krav Maga is great for a quick skirmish, but against a trained adversary, you'll be in trouble quick. Then I'll just have to strike first and strike hard, won't I? Tanaka smirks. Go on then, hit me. First and hard. What? I don't want to hit you. Okay, that's a lie. I do want to hit you, but I don't need the drama. The blow comes out of nowhere and your head rings like a bell. I wasn't asking. I said hit me, fuckboy. Bring the pain, probe the defenses, fuck this. Really? We're doing this? We have some issues to work out. David taught me to disable my opponents quickly, so that's what I'll do. And she's doing some kung fu or not ninja, what am I saying? Karate or something like that. Easing into an offensive stance, you're prepared to throw explosive punches that will be hard to avoid. Dancing aside at the last moment, you see a hint of surprised appreciation on Tanaka's face. She got reflexes. I'll give her that. Again. You unleash another haymaker, which she deflects almost casually. The element of surprise is gone now. You're gonna have to work for it. Less talk, more fight. Tanaka snares and transitions elegantly into Wing Chun, or invitation clear. Yeah, Wing Chun. Yeah, that's what I recognize this from. It's Ip Man. You attempt a cross, but she deftly steps aside your swing and sweeps your leg. Ugh. The mat absorbs most of the impact, but Tanaka wastes no time pressing her advantage. Keep up and create distance. Keep up and press your attack. Distance. In one swift motion, you're back on your feet, maintaining a sizable gap between you. Clearly frustrated, she maintains her composure and her superior footwork soon closes the distance. I can't match her speed, and now I'm on the defensive. You see her hip rotate slightly, and you brace for a kick that never comes. My eyes are up here, fuckboy! You glance up in time to see her punch connect with the meat on your shoulder. Fuck! If you want me to lead this dance, I'll lead. Press your attack. Press sounds like a bad thing. It's just pushing and pushing, but it's not really giving any indication that that would be a good thing. So, hook kick. You're gonna light on the legwork. Let's shake things up a bit. Feigning a lunge, you instead rock back and bring your heel across your body. Clearly prepared, Tanaka contemptuously deflects the kick. Wrong. The technique has a one advantage and you pissed it away. Okay, so I'm supposed to press on. Okay. She kicks her leg out and brings you to the mat again with a lightning kick scissor takedown. Fuck, she's quick. No way I could have countered that, and I was expecting it. Before you can finish the thought, she rolls you up like a dirty napkin and pins you to the mat. You know I could shoplift your skinny ass, right? I just stand up and wear you like an angry hat. You just don't have what it takes to get me off. Yeah, I actually do not deny that. I think she's into girls. Not because she hates me, but because she seems to hate men. She really does. You attempt to get up, but her muscles are like steel cables. Raw strength compensating for weight. Weight matters, but leverage matters too more. Followed by strength and endurance. You attempt to buck her off, but succeed only in launching both of you several inches into the air. I can do this all day. You can do it for about 5 more minutes until your endurance gives out. You try to catch her off guard with another hip thrust, but utterly fail to dislodge her. The very definition of insanity. She's enjoying this way too much. Tanaka's expression is neutral. You see chilly satisfaction in her eyes. That's all you got, fuckboy? Several minutes later. Finally. Whew! Alright, you win. Jesus Christ, you're made out of rebar and chicken wire. Tanaka abruptly gets up and bows almost dismissively to you. I simply leverage my strength against your weaknesses more effectively. Dude, stop being a robot. Clearly. Meet me here each morning, and I will teach you how to outlast even trained opponents. I see we have much work to do. I could use a more practical workout that stretches weights in the heavy bag. At the same time, she really seems to enjoy hurting me. Broader skill set is never a bad thing. Not interested. I don't like that these characters always know how to fight. Feels stupid. It's like the one thing the main character is good at. Fighting and possibly playing an instrument. You know, but fighting. So, not interested. I may be missing out a lot of stuff, but no. I should be avoiding fights with Miss Tanaka. This doesn't feel right. For a moment, you think she's going to come at you again. Instead, she just sighs. I understand. And if you will not accept my help, I hope you'll accept my advice. If fate puts you toe-to-toe with a well-trained opponent, run every time. Several minutes later. This trip has been brutal. Am I a shitty son for just wanting it to end? Stop moping, Kurtz. A shower will help. Shit, it's occupied. Sorry, I was done. I'll be out in a minute. Don't rush on my account, sis. I'll just use the other bathroom. Oh no, you don't. The door immediately pops open and a familiar hand grips your shirt before yanking you inside. The fuck? Wearing nothing but a towel, Jay kisses you like you've been apart for months. Gross! You're all stinking, covered in sweat! I came up here planning to shower, not get pounced. Silly boy. Pouncing is literally my signature ability. And that is true. And I have the scars to prove it. The tongue part is new, though. I'm leveling up. Wait until you see my final form. Stop with the DBC references. Honestly, that's one thing. There are too many references in this game. There's, I mean, yeah, people do references. I will not deny that. But everyone is doing it. In one way or another. Oh, before I forget. Yoshi and Lisa wants to talk to us downstairs. Yeah. Is it bad that I'm hoping for a light day? I'm beat after the club last night. I'll do you one better. I'm getting us a day off. Are you holding George Cream Pie hostage? There's no way he'll go for that. Jay gives you a rebellious look. Have a little faith. Just also have my back when I make my play. Sis, the sooner we finish their checklist, the sooner we can go home. Trust me when I say you'll want to be on board for this. Well, yeah then. Alright, you had me at the day off. I'm in. Lisa's a wild card, especially knowing what she does about us. Meet me in the laundry room when you wash off that corn chip smell. Jay adjusts her towel, intentionally giving you a glimpse of what lies underneath before leaving. She gets entirely too much enjoyment out of teasing me. And she does. One cold shower later. But that is where I cut off for today's episode. Oh, so close there. Instead we got our hands... Oh no. We're gonna fist fight Vince. I was supposed to take the... Ah, shit. I was supposed to take lessons from Tanaka so I could beat Vince. But now I have to run from him instead. Shit. That's bad. Yeah. That's not good. Which means I'm gonna have to sacrifice someone, most likely. And he has his eyes on Mallory. That is not good. Well, either way, thank you guys for watching. And thanks to Joseph Anderson for donating to me directly on my Ko-fi page. It really does help when I get a few extra coins every once in a while. I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, just because you're not the main character, it does not mean you're not important. Goodbye, everyone.